Hey guys, Ben Nathan here again for part 2 of how to scalp the Royal Bank of New Zealand rate decisions. So as you can see, I've used this on a small live account just to show you that you don't need millions of pounds in your account to have a little bit of fun with this app. Okay, so it's aimed at multiple levels of traders. So remember, we wanted the app to place orders approximately 10 pips plus spread from where price lies. And as you can see, the app has done that for us. Okay, so 10 pips plus a spread from price, buy and sell stops. And of course, any orders that don't trigger straight away with the news, we want them to get cancelled, ideally. Okay, so we've got the close order time at 1 minute after the release. Okay, so I'm just going to crank up a live news feed just while we're waiting for the news to take place. Remember, we'll head back to the charts, but the main thing, I just wanted to show you that the app works basically, and that you can see that orders are placed fairly quickly, even on a smaller account. Okay, so I've got the live news feed on now. As we already said earlier on, we're not expecting much in terms of change from the Royal Bank of New Zealand. But you never do know. Okay, so hopefully that news feed will share through on this video now, guys. If it doesn't, I apologise in advance. So we're pretty well geared up for this. Now, the reason why we've got the order price a little bit further away than what we might normally is because we don't really want to have any early triggers on that. And being quite a big release, you might get a little bit of volatility before the release.
Just 1 minute now till the turn of the hour will be the Treasury pits close and the RBNZ rate decision, where all analysts surveyed expecting unchanged at 3.5%. Focus will turn to the statement, where they're widely expected to move towards a more neutral bias, and markets were looking out for any significant jawboning of the currency.
Okay, so a minute to go now. Now you can leave the app to do the work for you and leave that stop loss and take profit as it is. If you're around to actively manage a trade, then that's fine. You can just scalp out early. As soon as you see the initial spike start to slow down, you can scalp out early. That's something I like to do on quite a regular basis, but you find just to leave it. It all depends on your style of trading and what you prefer to do.
Unchanged. That's unchanged at 3.5%. That's in line with expectations there.
Okay, so
the global economy continues to grow at a moderate pace, though recent data suggests a softening in major economies other than the US.
Okay, so we've got a trigger now.
That further policy adjustments will depend on data emerging over the assessment period, and they see a more gradual rise in interest rates. They say the risks to growth include dairy prices. RBNZ expects a significant drop in the exchange rate. There's a more gradual rise in interest rates. They say some further increase in the OCR expected at a later stage. They say that the New Zealand dollar level is unjustified and unsustainable, which they have said previously.
Okay, so let's just mute that feed. So what we saw then is we saw the initial reaction triggered our sell order, But then we started to get a little bit of bearish commentary from that release, and that has of course sent the rate back up. So the good thing here, because we had both a buy and a sell stop set up, we were prepared for whatever move the market decides to make overall. Now, we're not greedy with our take profits. We're just looking for a good sort of 30 odd pips in either direction on these kind of releases, so that we've got a high probability of being in the trade and then out within a few seconds, which is what you saw there. So the key thing, obviously our app placed the orders as we wanted it to. And of course, because we were only looking to trade the initial spike, if we hadn't had a trigger on both, we would have closed to make sure that we don't get any triggers from any backlog, which could be even more unpredictable. But what actually happened, as you saw, so the sell triggered, but then as the bullish commentary came out, we started to jump up, then triggering a buy. So what happened, because of our 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio we worked to, while we lost 15 pips on the one trade, we made 30 pips on the other direction. And as you saw, that took place in a live, just a small account, just to show you that, you know, it's quite flexible in terms of how you use the app, but you got to see a live winning trade there from its use. Obviously, you don't have to use the app to place those kind of trades, so I really wanted to show you the method I use anyway. The app just makes it a lot easier. As you know, it can be quite fiddly placing buy and sell stops so close to a release and getting it done on time. The danger being, if you don't get it done within a minute, quite often than not, you break away and put the order through because it'll be too late. So with the app, you don't miss out on the trades. You can catch the move both ways to make sure you don't miss out on those all-important pips. And ultimately, it makes life easier. So you don't even have to be at your screen to do it. So don't forget, guys, it's Black Friday. We had the extended offer. What we found out with a Black Friday deal, many people were gutted because they came back from the holidays having missed the opportunity. Okay, so fxnewstrader.co.uk/companion-app is the address. And you can take advantage of that 65% discount now, and you can start profiting exactly as you've seen me do so on a live account today. Thanks for tuning in.